Eric, it's a pleasure to have this discussion with you today. So let's kick off this conversation about digital transformation. So, as the president of Verizon Partner Solutions, you've been engaging with customers throughout this difficult period to accelerate digital transformation. What are some of the top challenges that your customers have faced, and how did you help in meeting those challenges?
Thanks, Christine. Glad to be able to join MEF in this series. As I talked to a bunch of our customers, we actually just had a customer advisory board meeting. Clearly, there are a number of challenges they face. One clearly coming from the pandemic itself. So clearly being able to support remote working, a lot more working from home. Even Verizon, we had our union employees, 90% of them working from home within 4 days. So continue to make business take effect even as they work from home. I guess the second issue, Christine, was more on bandwidth and dynamic bandwidth on demand. We found that our voice volumes continue to increase during this period of time. We use a statement internal that says it almost feels like Mother's Day call volumes on a daily basis. And therefore, we've seen a lot more network capacity needs and increased bandwidth for things such as this video conferencing we're having now. We're doing a lot more video meetings every single day and helping our customers, whether it's large enterprises, small, medium business, or the government, or even colleges and schools that are doing distance learning. So a lot more capacity. And then I would tell you probably security is another big one. Trying to make certain that we don't have any bad actors taking place during this time of security. And then the last or the fourth one, Christine, I would tell you is probably around revenue growth. How do you continue to drive revenue at a period of time where you can't get into all the enterprises or SMBs are closing up and continue to deliver on your profitable revenue business plan?
So, in addition to all of those challenges, I know that you help your customers overcome digital transformation challenges throughout your digital transformation program. So, what are the pillars of the program and what goals do you aim to achieve?
No, excellent question, Christine. As I look at digital transformation, clearly we know that this is a journey. We started this journey at Verizon back in like 2017. We kind of went forward with a beta in 2018, and by 19, we really launched what we call Verizon Partner Solution Exchange. And really, this was about ease of business, Christine. This was more about how do you simplify ordering, modernize the processes, give more control to our customers. So things like quotes that they need for pricing of services, where does their order stand in the process flow? What does provisioning look like? What are repairs if there's a repair issue? And so we've used a lot more of kind of our intelligence working with our IT team to put a lot more control out with our customers. And leveraging things like machine learning and artificial intelligence, this has allowed us with our data sciences to really figure out how we can take more activity away from the customers so that they can simplify things, such as days they used to have to fill in 200 fields to order services. We have that down to like 18 fields today to order services. And so we believe that this digital transformation journey is all about customer experience transformation and ease of doing business with our customers going forward.
Yeah, perfect. So we definitely saw how advanced technologies such as you mentioned, machine learning and virtualization has helped companies in such difficult times. And I'm sure you have been able to leverage them in your to achieve business continuity throughout those difficult times. So, Eric, can you tell us more about how your customers have taken advantage of your solutions to drive a successful transformation with an improved customer experience and greater agility?
Yes, absolutely, Christine. We're really pleased about what I'll call the customer experience journey. Once again, we found the adoption to be tremendous since we started this journey in 2018 from a beta to the full in 2019, where we saw more and more usage. And in 2020, it really expanded where our Ethernet services and Wave services, we've seen more and more IP services that our customers are ordering through the API and using that portal and a lot easier customer experience journey to deliver services and track their progress relative to where that order is and where we are in provisioning and repairing any of those type services.
Now, since we're talking in the context of one of the first episode of Math Infinite Edge series, you have been a great supporter of Math. In your opinion, how important are such organizations to the industry, and how do they help you achieve business goals? And can you tell us maybe some of the most important initiatives that you consider are of a great importance?
No, we think the partnership is so critical. We've found more and more, even the work I do on the Global Leaders Forum, where we have like 32 other carriers across the globe all coming together and understanding best practices and how do we make certain that interoperability is at the center of what we do and allows us to scale as soon as possible. And so the MEF work has been tremendous, so much so that our own Verizon Chief Product Officer, Amir Hussein, we actually have him as a member on the MEF board. And beyond that, we've got team members like Mehmet Toy, who won the 2020 MEF Distinguished Fellow Award in 2020. So that shows our commitment by having lead folks like that in our company involved. And some of those things are clearly like the MEF 3.0 certification we just did with SD-WAN. We understood the importance of that and therefore continue to partner with our customers, knowing more and more that giving our customers a choice as they're using layer 3 or layer 2 transport options to support kind of their SD-WAN deployments, LSO APIs, continuing that journey for inter-provider kind of service automation going forward. We know how important that's going to be. We've been on that bandwagon early. And then SASE, as we look at kind of secure access and that end-to-end control, along with zero trust security, we feel packaging that really cares for the security concerns that we've found happening in the industry at this point, to the point where basically, secure access, no matter where our users or applications or devices are located. And we realize with SASE, that's going to be a big improvement and good partnership with Meth. I can think about things like Indian network slicing in 5G. Good partnership there as we look at the bandwidth with 5G and we continue to look at the slicing of that bandwidth and really looking at the resource efficiencies we'll get by leveraging Indian network slicing in 5G. And then continuing to look at just overall certification programs coming from MEF. Once again, we know that this will improve standardization. This will improve kind of the efficiency of us rolling this out on a global basis and making certain that we scale and get the benefits of things like autonomous cars and vehicles, leveraging robotic surgery, these type of applications, continuously drive latency out of the network, put more and more of that intelligence at the edge, at the cloud, and therefore being able to be more responsive by the bandwidth we know we get exponentially with 5G and MEC as a service.
Now, to wrap this discussion up, telecommunication industry has been able to save the world, let's say, during these difficult times. So, what is your message to telcos? Should they focus on now in 2021 to be able to continue this effort, this great effort that has been deployed throughout this year, to be able to reap the fruit of all of the efforts they have been able to make in 2020?
No, excellent point. As we know, a lot of investment went in for 2020. As we look here in 2021, we must continue to do things like we are partnering with MEF on, LSO APIs, continue to make sure the development of those APIs are getting done, because we know that that'll improve our agility. It'll continue to help drive security and performance in the network. And back to, once again, easing the customer experience. We're spending a lot of time on what we call business transformation and that customer experience transformation. And the easier we can make that, particularly as suppliers to the industry, to allow a bunch of the companies out there to look at the work that they're doing to grow their enterprise or grow their small and medium business, or even the public sector and what we're doing in the federal and state and local government level, continue to evolve and make certain as we continue, say, COVID seems like it's still playing out here in 2021. So how do we make certain we continue to have the bandwidth that's needed from a network capacity standpoint to continue to support working from home, continue to support, distance learning and training that's taking place. You probably have heard, I mean, Verizon puts out about 17 to 18 billion dollars of investment every year in our network infrastructure. And the reason we do that is so that we can make certain things like 5G, multi-access edge computing continues to move forward. And we create our own 5G future forum with partners like Telstra and others there to really make certain that we're scaling this business as we go forward. And recently we did a partnership with Nokia as we continue to look at private 5G and how do we even care for that on premises and campus environments. So these are the kind of things that even in this current state of affairs, Christine, that we know will continue to help evolve things like 5G and MEC and those type of latency things that'll help us in the future here.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. It's been a very insightful discussion.
Thank you so much for the opportunity, and let's continue to partner with MEF and the other kind of global carriers so that we can continue to do what's important for our end user customers as suppliers in this industry. Thanks, Christine, for your time.